Canberra mum Ali Mountfield had to consider all of this when she discovered she was pregnant with IVF triplets. Her three are today active and happy young kids. But when she was pregnant with them, Ali faced a heartbreaking predicament, the prospect of selective reduction.
You think Daddy will come home from Sydney?
What was the medical advice to you at the time?
When I was taking all this in, he then said, you need to consider selective reduction. And it took me a while to compute what that really meant. And
did you know what that meant?
No, I had never heard of it. My immediate reaction was no, absolutely no way.
I've seen how they do it. One of the doctors showed me taking that needle through the womb straight into the heart. It's,
oh, God.
It's a...
Sorry.
Yeah. It's a horrible thing to think of.
Yeah. Because, you know, those heartbeats at 7 weeks are just amazing. I couldn't imagine that. And I have no regrets about our life. And I feel for those who have to choose it.
Yeah. 4 years ago, after becoming pregnant with triplets, Shelby terminated 2 of her 3 fetuses and kept Chloe.
You're such a good dancer. I'm not in the business of risk. That's not how I operate. And I thought, I'm going to lose my pregnancy, I'm going to die, or I'm going to kill somebody else. And that's not right. So my choice was to save my pregnancy and to preserve my own life.
But they're worst case scenarios, aren't they?
Absolutely, it's worst case scenario.
The truth is, Shelby never underwent any tests to find out how healthy or not her fetuses were. She and her husband had turned to artificial insemination to become pregnant, but always knew they wanted only one child.
You can see the
Dr. Mark Evans was Shelby's doctor.
cross-section of the...
What if all 3 of Shelby's were completely fine and it just came down to your call? And maybe that was the situation.
That's what we do every day of the week. Somebody has to make a decision. I leave what I believe is the healthiest one to leave.
It's a lot of responsibility for you. That's a fair burden.
Yes, it is.
So is selective reduction really abortion?
The definition of an abortion is to end a pregnancy. Technically, a selective reduction is not an abortion because it's done to preserve a pregnancy.
But you are ending life.
You are ending the potential life of the fetus. I personally don't believe that life in its social context begins until viability.
How did you come to that decision to end the life of 2 of the fetuses that you were carrying?
What's life? I mean, it's...
You didn't see those 2 fetuses as life within you?
No. No, it's the potential. That tissue is not a baby until the baby is born.
But it is a fact that it's far more than tissue in pregnancy. It is far more than tissue.
Not to me.
And even being abused by a nurse while she was in labour with Chloe.
Murdering bitch whore?
Who said that?
A nurse in my, in the delivery room.
You kidding?
No.
So there's not a day where you don't think I could have 3 healthy, happy little kids running around instead of just 1?
No, because I had a singleton pregnancy. I had a single pregnancy like human beings are meant to have. I didn't have a litter.
Is that how you saw it? Having triplets was like having a litter?
Absolutely.